7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we're live. Today is a truth cam. We usually are, you have a close up on my face, but now you get to see the whole office. We got lemons and garlic. And pool cues. How you people been? I gotta look up here for truth cam. Well, we got different equipment today. For some reason. This little camera has a, John, grab the, yeah, you can't find it. There's some little closer up or interest for the thing. Hey, we're going to read news today. Every week we read news, whether we're prepared for it or not. You have been working all week, and if you try to do something like read the news from scratch, I think that you would have a great time doing it and working through all the issues. In your life, there are many issues. Life throws you things, and then you have to deal with it. So you can either crash out or roll with the punches. Does that make sense? Do you have punches in your life? You get punched. I'm Joe Christensen with Aqueducts Consulting. We read news on LinkedIn, which is whatever LinkedIn throws at us. We do reporting for a living. I report on data stuff. And then what? Reporting is all about is a company trying to make sense of what's coming its way. And as it floats downstream, upstream, downstream, as it comes at you, the water coming at you, the company has to act. It has to move. Isn't that cool? And reporting, it just surfaces what's in front of it. Like if you don't have reporting, it's sort of like being in the water in the dark and you don't know what's coming. With great reporting, you just get the best sniff of what's coming next. Just a glimpse. And sometimes you have a really good picture of it. You can see the trends, the patterns, and you can act. Sometimes you can't. If you don't see anything, you can't act. That's why we read the news. Oh, boy. Well, let's do that. Let's read. So what we do is like the format. I'm going to talk about the format for you. Because if you want something exciting in your life, I think you should use the word format. The format is that we open up LinkedIn and we read stuff. So, all right. We don't have any control over this. It's the algorithm that does it. John, can you go procure like major mood enhancement? Maybe this stuff or actual coffee. I'd say just drip coffee right out of the thing. No, English breakfast tea. I think this week has to be brought by English breakfast tea. This week used to be brought by Rise Coffee by Anya Cichersky. Anya's actually, I don't know if you know this about Anya Cichersky, but she is winning the Joe Reads the News race. JoeReadsTheNews.com. Nico, our website blew up. You don't know this because you just can't see it, but behind the scenes, literally nothing works. Like, not a thing. Have you ever had one of these moments in your life where nothing works? I think it's actually a sign. It's like a signal. Like you're used to everything working. Your car ought to work. Your house ought to work. Your spouse ought to work. Your significant other ought to work. Your job ought to work. Like your money ought to work for you. You should have enough money. What happens when that stuff doesn't work? I'm just literally swimming in that right now. We have equipment here that was just taken out of our office by a certain individual. And it just, so what happens when all your stuff that you're used to is gone? Like, what do you do? That's the whole point of the news. Honestly, like that's literally why I started this thing. All of my clients are on their heels. So here's what here, I'm gonna do a close up here. We're gonna stop this for a second and we're gonna come back to Anya. Mainly because I don't have a website up. I'm gonna tell Nico that the website's dead. Joe reads thenews.com is dead. Please revive. Website, audio community. So everybody I serve is constantly barraged this way. They get their whole life is on their heels. Their executive management changes its mind and wants stuff now. They themselves, the market will change and need stuff now. AI just changed and like is completely disrupting certain industries. Other industries are like, I wonder when we're going to adopt. Some industries, you just convert or die. It's crazy. I mean, it's just so brisk. Joe reads enews.com leaderboard. Oh, it's up. I probably misspelled it before. So it turns out the website. So I think I'm down. So when everybody I serve as a customer is like always on their heels. Everybody wants something from them and they're not getting what they need. All right. And that's why I did the news. I did it for that exact reason. All right, man. Well, that was my close up. Is to let you guys know that you're on your heels. And it feels bad on your heels. Everybody's always taking you down and like proving you wrong. And nothing's better for the other people in your life than when you're wrong. I was in this board meeting thingy once. I was early in my career and there was this really nice lady, but she was a temp. She's like a temp fill-in contractor person for this company. And she was only there to do a project. And so she didn't really have like a heels dug in opinion about like all things and how they ought to work. And we were doing this, I was doing this presentation and it was about budgeting in AX 2009 at the time. And then, F&O now, D365 F&O, that's the software I work on. And I was young and I was first off in my career, like just out in my career. Have you ever been young and early in your career? And I was a traveling consultant freelance. So I was supposed to know this stuff, right? I made it my business to know this and I was trained to know it, right? Well, there's one thing I didn't know. There are elements of finance because I'm more supply chain than I am finance most of the time. There's something in early in my career, there were a bunch of finance things that just remained mysteries. And so this thing came up and the lady just goes, yeah, Joe, it looks like you're just wrong. And that was like the whole message that she had in the whole boardroom. And I had to just live with that. Like that was her thing. I mean, I was just wrong, right? And when you're early in your career, people want you to be wrong so that they don't have to do what you're saying. And if you're challenging people to go move or something, then you're going to get a lot of pushback from the world. Okay, that's my message. That's why I did the news. I'm always challenged this way, and it's like the news is going to go and challenge that way too. I think that your reporting will, because while you're in your company, like people are just challenging the heck out of you. Somebody says, Wahoo, only here till 9 a.m. MT. I got to actually figure out who this is. This is Wahoo. Bow, 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 ba-ding-ba-ding. David Gersten's here. Alert, 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 alert. He's only here until 9 a.m. Mountain Time. What's better than Mountain Time? And Frederick Sertra just posted. I was reading. I was reading the news before the news. He's got some translator thing that translates from whichever ERP software you're on over to Microsoft. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Anyway, maybe we should bring, I don't know. We only have 12 minutes left. I think we should bring David Gersten on probably. There's just nothing left in the world except for David Gersten. Ding, 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 ding. David Gersten deals with things that when he's pushed back on his heels, he's got to improvise. He's been out in the market. I'm going to share my screen again. We do have Joe Reads the News up. I think I was mistyping it. I think I'm broken today. I think that's the real thing that's broken. All right. Anya Cicherski has 9 wins. She's going to 10 wins, which is 5 wins over everyone else. The old algo thinks they reads Anya as being the most important thing going for me. It thinks Anya needs to be read. On September 10th, I'm co-hosting an online workshop, not a webinar, with Candace Edelin, Candace.Edelin, for Microsoft partners who want to grow their business without a massive marketing budget. I'm going to tap David Gersten in. Take that, DG. Nico says the website works for me. I think I mistyped it. How dare I impugn? Like literally everything Nico does works. So I can't believe I thought that it didn't work. Boom, ting, 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 ting. Join if you wish, sir. We have all of 10 minutes. Not a webinar with Candace.Edelin for Microsoft partners who want to grow their business without a massive marketing budget using a strategy very few companies are doing right now. Intrigued? It's called How Microsoft Partners Build a Founder Brand on LinkedIn. This is 90 minutes with real work happening, not a webinar where you sit and listen. You'll have homework in advance and walk out with an actual draft post in hand. Here's the idea behind it. The partners winning new business right now aren't outspending competitors on ads. They're building something nobody can copy, a founder-built brand. What can't you copy? A founder brand built on their own perspective, experience, and voice. I have read this before. I know I've read this before. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Here to help me figure out if I've read this before, 3-time World Series starting pitcher guy. It's just a hard open. David Gersten.
Joe. How are you, Joe?
We'll let the folks at home see your friendly face.
Oh,
hey, I got
God.
lemons and garlic if you want it.
That sounds fantastic. I could have used it last night at dinner.
Hey, what do you cook that's lemon garlic?
I made a butter garlic crock pot chicken last night.
Oh, cool.
Lemon would have been good, a good addition to it.
It would. Lemon makes everything better. I have lemons. I ripped the top off of or the front off of a lemons box. We had used it to move stuff around for the longest time, and I realized it was the best box in America. So we just ripped the top off of it, or front off of it, and it goes on our bookshelf back there along with garlic. Premium garlic, bold, fresh, bold flavor.
Nothing better than bold garlic.
I don't have my normal camera. I'm going to go off camera when we start reading newses, and John is going to affix it to the like farther down where it's like in the right place. But I will do that here in a second. This is Truth Jam. Watch this.
Child
Okay.
labor with putting your son to work.
I got this 4K thing, and then it's okay, but it's off of Amazon. But the thing that's the best is the Sony ZV-E10. Doesn't it just roll off the tongue?
I thought you said it's 4K, not OK.
It's just 4K. How good is it? It's 4K. All right, let's read news. Look, we're trying to parse what Anya is saying. She's saying here's the idea behind it, and we know it's important because it's in bold. Everything that Anya says is important. Partners winning new business right now aren't outspending competitors on ads. They're building something nobody can copy, a founder brand built on their own perspective, experience, and voice. Why? Because people respond to human faces. I think human faces outperform all other kinds of content, and that's what I think. It's how smaller partners punch way above their weight against competitors with huge marketing budgets. There you go.
This is an interesting event. It's bringing two fantastic people together, Candace and Anya.
An online workshop with Candace.
An online workshop, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I need to join this. Wait, how do I sign up? Grab your ticket now. Oh, it's a 4-charge one.
It is. It is a 4-charge one.
Best QR ever. How do I what if I don't have my QR? Oh, I'm going to use it right now. Hold on one second. Okay. I could scan it, but then the new posts button, like the news is clamoring in to make sure that I have access to new posts. No thanks, LinkedIn. We will get more use out of the news we have. I'm in. Save my early bird seat for $37. I would go to it, but there's no linky here. Linky. The linkies. You got to put a linky here. Maybe it's if you do a QR, then it ensures that somebody's on their phone. Linky.
Well, even if you're on your phone, though, if you're on the LinkedIn app on your phone, how do you actually get to the QR code?
I don't know. Oh, Sambush just ambushed our whole feed.
She just ambushed it.
Anyway, everybody go sign up for this. We will say I like this and then signing up. Congrats on Algorithm Award number 10. You are way in the lead. Anya C. What will you do with the spoils? Exploits. We have a mere 3 minutes left. Do you want to give anybody an edifying message at home, folks at home?
No, but I did get pushed out a few minutes, so my next meeting.
Oh, cool.
Is
oh, cool. What is your next meeting? Is it starting later?
It's starting a few minutes later. It's because typically I'm not working on Fridays. This is my non-EcoLens Friday, so I'm working on the family businesses today.
Oh, great. I like, yeah, that's right. You were telling me about those. Everybody go be an entrepreneur like David Gersten.
So I have like this blog idea of writing like what it's like to be from a wantrepreneur to an entrepreneur.
Oh my gosh. This is the best, man. I would do that. I'm signing up.
I'll do a QR code for it.
We have 0 time. I actually have to jump because I have a 10 a.m. it's scheduled just right up against it. I actually have to put. I'm not going to schedule anything for earlier than like 10:30 a.m. Central.
But you also should start on time.
Yeah, we had complete over the past 3 weeks. We've been traveling. We did something else last week, and then this week we had no equipment. Literally, I had no mic, no camera.
Fault.
John is going to fall on his sword.
John, come on, step up.
Yeah, but he makes up for excellent mandolin.
He's out there fly fishing. He's too distracted fly fishing, right?
Oh my gosh.
He used the audio equipment as bait.
Oh yeah, he used the camera as bait and he caught a huge rainbow trout. We have to play you out to mandolin music, and I've got to join this other meeting. But I appreciate you joining. And next week we should take our leisure. Heart emoji.
Nico, thanks for being on the back end.
Nico. All right, David Gersten, everybody. David, go get your family businesses. Go from entrepreneur to entrepreneur. Live from the scorchy hot Texas again. It's Joe Reads the News. John, play us out.